What is up, everyone? I am back with another new series on the channel. We're going to be playing some Monotype Randoms in this series, so hopefully the intention is to climb to the top 100 in the ladder. It might be a fairly long-going series, depending on how long it takes. Now, unfortunately, I'm not starting fresh on the ladder. I actually recorded the first episode of this earlier in the week, but the audio corrupted, so I won't be uploading that. So I think we're about 7 games into the ladder. So unfortunately, this is also up later in the week than it should be because I was quite busy, and with the audio corrupting, I didn't have time to re-record it until now, so let's jump right into the battles. So first off, we have Mono flying, thankfully. It looked like it could be ice versus fire there for a second, and that would have been pretty bad for me. We do have flying. Yveltal is so good. Honestly, I think Ninjas was underrated, especially if they're fighting. They're either fire or fighting. Cramorant is definitely good, especially if they are fire, so I should keep this safe until I have more information. What I'm going to do here, I think, is actually go into my Charizards, as I expect them to try and Flare Blitz. Ooh, they Swords Dance turn 1, great play. That is very scary. Do they run Rock Slide? I don't think they run Rock Slide in randoms. So, if this is a series that you're enjoying, definitely let me know down below. I would happily do this all the way to top 100. It's fairly easy for me to record because I'm not having to constantly test new teams and stuff, so it's actually very good for me to be able to do this with relative ease. Ooh, wow, that knockoff did a ton of damage. They are Life Orb, thankfully, which means they do die here. We're going to have to sack something. I suppose Charizard's speed tier is actually pretty good, so I'm going to keep it on the off chance they're fire. I do think Charizard's still quite good, so we're going to attack Togekiss here. So I'm currently 1136 on the ladder. What's top 500? I feel like it's top 100. I feel it's probably around 1700. Monotype Random Battles. Top 100. Yeah, around 1654. Not too bad. And I do already have an alt here at 230. That's decayed a bit since the week. I think it was around 1630, 1640 during the week. I was just been kind of messing around on an alternate account, learning the kind of random sets you can get and whatnot. So they are mono fighting. Excellent. That is great for me. Terrakion is not the best. Like, this isn't what I necessarily wanted to see, because Stone Edge is extremely threatening and it actually has a pretty high speed tier. Now we could stall it out and just let it lose to Life Orb chip, but I think what I'm going to do here is actually go into my Ninjask and try to get my speed boost down. Acrobatics should kill. Unfortunately, we might not have the opportunity to try and get a Swords Dance off. If we do manage to get a Swords Dance off, it would be pretty good for me, and I think it'd more or less sweep the team. Max Airstream is just so insanely broken as a max move. I'm not a personal fan of Dynamax either, but I will admit it does add some level of depth to the game in monotypes. Sorry, in randoms specifically, not in traditional 1v1 formats. I'm not a fan, but in randoms, it definitely adds something unique. Surfetched. I think I just acrobatics again. It doesn't kill. Okay, that's surprising. Thankfully, they will die to Brave Bird recoil, and I'm still not too worried. As I said, we have Yveltal, who's crazy strong. I'll save my Yveltal. Keldeo Resolute. Interesting. We'll Brave Bird here. I don't think they'll be able to win a KO me. Thankfully, I didn't take in Charizard because it would have outspeed and KO'd me. Oh, hello, can't mind. I'm glad I didn't go for Surf. That was strong. I suppose it is Stab Life Orb. Is that the one that eats Pikachu? Yeah. Urshifu Rapid Strike still outspeeds me. Actually quite fast. Outspeeds my entire team except Charizard. This should probably KO. Oh no, it just about lived. And his leftovers. Okay, that's good to know. It could run Aqua Jet though, and for that reason, we're going to take an Yveltal and just try and get a max Airstream off here. It pretty much guarantees we outspeed whatever comes in afterwards, which is pretty good for us. Actually, this is kind of dangerous. If their last Pokemon has a rock move, They could max guard potentially twice in a row, and then just KO Articuno and Charizard. Thankfully that doesn't do too much. He didn't eat him. GG. Lucario comes in. Okay, this should be beatable. I mean, its speed tier is actually quite good. I don't know why they didn't Dynamax there. I mean, the game wasn't necessarily over. And this should put me in range of just Sucker Punching. Actually, Life Orb would have KO'd it anyway, so GG. And with that, let's look for another game. So that should hopefully put us maybe near enough the 1200 mark. I can't exactly remember what I said I was. And thankfully this format is a lot more alive than Natdex Monos, which is a fairly dead ladder. Mono Poison versus Mono Ground. Not ideal. What we're going to do here is try and Sleep Powder turn 1. Ooh, that did more than I expected. Okay. Let's Strong Sap. This is far from ideal, unfortunately. Maybe we can try and Sludge Bomb whenever it comes in. Do I have anything to deal with this? I mean, Nidoqueen's Ice Beam is pretty good. I feel like Vileplume is the only thing that can really eat ground attacks, and what's even worse is it really can't do much damage back. Okay. We poisoned. Please tell me you don't have grass. I don't. I wish I had grass. That would have been a pretty free victory against a randomized mono ground team. Let's just spam Strength Sap here. It should ensure the Sand Slash dies. Actually, they're going to die to Life Orb Chip here. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can swap into because Gengar decided he no longer wants to Levitate. I guess Tentacruel isn't terrible. Ooh, good play. Knocking my Black Sludge off last turn was a very good play. I don't even have anything that necessarily can build up speed fast. Okay. Ah, no, the burn really hurts there. The extra chip I'm going to take... Oh, I have Aromatherapy, actually. It's not ideal situation to have to use it right now. Oh, hello, Mamoswine. You're a huge threat. I could swap into Tentacruel, but if they go for Earthquake this turn, I think I just straight up lose. But I think I have to take that risk on the Icicle Crash. Nice. Now, the question is, do I go for a Max Geyser? I don't even think it KOs, if I'm being honest. But I think I need the rain. Ooh. I'll take Excadrill. Don't mind if I do. That thing's a massive threat to my team. So, judging by how they swapped with the Mamoswine, it's quite possible it's choice locked. I don't think that's banded damage. Or maybe it is. And Tentacruel's pretty fast. Golurk comes in. Will Max Geyser again. If I had the opportunity to get off a Max Ooze, it would be quite nice to increase my special attack, because then in the rain, Scald would do a lot of damage. Now, unfortunately, I am running out of things to really, realistically damage them. Ooh. I should be able to KO this too, unless, of course, it's Focus Sash, which I feel it should be. Oh, the +1 special defense actually might let it live. Nope. Nope, the crit really came in clutch there. I don't know if it mattered. I mean, Dugtrio has terrible HP, so even when doubled, it realistically wouldn't be very high. Aha. They're playing like they're banded. I don't know if that's realistically a great thing to go off. Let's just try taking Vileplume and Strength Sap here. That's banded. And they're probably going to swap into Flygon here. So let's try and sleep it. Oh, we missed. Not ideal. I'm going to sap you again. Come on, Effect Spore. This is actually a pretty good position for me to be in right now, because my Effect Spore can very likely activate. And if I can force the Mamoswine into Icicle Crashing, I think the game is possible for me. It's Loki. Nope, not yet. The question is just, do I have anything? I'm pretty sure Slowbro will be able to eat Icicle Crash, especially if it's -1. How do they hit me 3 times and not activate my Effect Spore? Okay. I have Effect Spore, right? Yes, I am. I'm just getting really, really unlucky. Part of me wants to swap in Nidoqueen right now and get Toxic Spikes on. Okay, they ended up forfeiting. So my play there would have been to swap into Nidoqueen and try get Toxic Spikes down while they're locked into Outrage, so that when Mamoswine does come out, it's locked into a move, but also taking Toxic Chip, which would have been very nice for me. So let's jump into another game. 1178. Okay, we're slowly climbing there. If we can get a few good games in this episode, no losses would be quite ideal. Okay. So we are fire against either Flying or Bug. Either way, I think I like this. I mean, Moltres is really good. Part of me just kind of wants to just go straight max Airstream turn 1. Probably not the best play. I should save my Dynamax for later. Ooh, we have Stone Edge Blaziken. That is excellent no matter what they are. Okay. Let's go straight here in Fire Blast. I don't realistically see them being able to do too much damage to me. And regardless of what they swap into, they have to reveal right now if they're Mono Flying or Mono Bug. Flying, okay. Not ideal for me, but not the worst. That did a lot of damage to Xatu. Okay, just as well we didn't end up Dynamaxing already. That would have been quite a waste, especially now that we're T-waved. This thing is a threat. I am going to Air Slash it. This thing is a massive threat. This thing is dead. Okay, Moltres is putting in far too much work. Rotom Fan. I feel like Moltres is put in more than enough work. And it burns with the Fire Blast. In the immortal words of a PokeMMD, you deserve a good rest, Moltres. Okay. Now, unfortunately, it does outspeed quite a lot of things. 193 speed is quite high. It's faster than my Blaziken and Magmortar. Entei and Charizard do outspeed. What I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to Max Flare. It activates my Solar Power, but it also gets up Sun for the rest of my team, so this Charizard suddenly became extremely threatening. 339 special attack, boosting my fire moves. Especially if I manage to get a max Airstream off, Charizard becomes insane. Corviknight. I mean, yeah, we'll take this. Even if they... I guess they have to max guard here. Nope, they just waste their Dynamax. I mean, we'll take those. And they end up forfeiting. Puts us at the 1200 mark, so I'm actually going to pause and be right back before booting up the next game. Alright, I am back, and we have Mono Ice against either Mono Grass or Poison. I think either way, this is pretty winnable. Calyrex here is stupidly broken. What a crazy good Pokemon. Weavile's pretty nice. Honestly, Mr. Mime's amazing too. I won't say Delibert's amazing. I would never go as far as to say Delibert's amazing in anything. He's cute. But I think Spikes here could actually be quite nice. Rapid Spin as well, especially if they're Mono Poison and want to get down Toxic Spikes. I do value Rapid Spin a lot here, so we're going to Quiver Dance turn 1. In fact, part of me is thinking, do we just Quiver Dance again? There's very little Venusaur can do to me. Okay. There's some like really annoying Sub-Seed set. We'll Buzz as it goes behind their sub. Now, part of me is tempted to just try and Dynamax already and go for something like a Max Airstream. Aha, so they're Mono Poison. Good to know. So we're definitely going to die to this. We'll just Ice Beam. Get a bit of chip. Ooh, that did nothing. And that makes that thing actually super bulky now. Aha. That is good to know. I honestly feel like Mr. Mime can probably live one. Oh, we have Earthquake. Perfect. This should KO. It's 4 times effective. And they end up forfeiting immediately. Okay, I honestly can't blame them. Darmanitan is a massive brain Pokemon and just clicks buttons and wins, so let's go look for another game. So far, the Laddercom's doing pretty well. I think, I'm going 5-0 right now. And these are very easy for me to record. They're quite quick, especially on weeks I'm very busy. GLHF. Klefki against my Seismitoad. Well, they're either Steel or Fairy. I'm Ground. I really hope they're Steel. That would be ideal, because we have 2 dragons. So if they're Fairy, it's a bit annoying for me. Oh, I Power Construct his Zygarde. That's cool. That's a crazy good Pokemon right there. I'm going to try to get my rocks down. Ooh, Magnet Rise. Good play. So I was going to try Earthquake now, but I think I'm going to save my Seismitoad for Sludge Bombing in case they are Fairy. I really, really don't like Dragon Dance Steelix. We're going to take it in. They're going to spam Spikes, aren't they? And there's nothing I can do about that. Watch them be like foul play or something. Which is really bad for me. Play rough? Okay, that's fine. I think Dragon Dance Steelix is funny, but I'm not a fan of it. I like Iron Defense Body Press Sturdy, personally. Oh really? That's all you can do? Okay, this is pretty bad for you. Regardless of your Steel or Fairy, Heavy Slam Earthquake is super good. In fact, I'm just going to try and get +6. And go for game. Rocks also break any sturdier sashes, so this could just be a really quick one, potentially. You can Magnet Rise all you want. I have Heavy Slam in the back. I'm just going to keep wiggling Steelix's little tail. I mean, he does look like he's dancing, to be fair, so I can see this guy's got moves. I'm gonna throw the timer on here. I mean, if I was sitting in the face of a +6/+6 Steelix, all I'd be thinking is, I messed up. Big time. I'm just trying to think. Maybe like Ferrothorn or something could potentially live, but there's no reason I wouldn't Dynamax. That survived. Oh, Focus Sash. That makes sense. There's realistically no reason I wouldn't run something like, or use Dynamax right now. Just to get the extra attack power of Max Quake. I guess I could see the appeal in Dragon Dance Steelix in the meta where Dynamax is allowed, because between Ground and Steel, you do increase your defenses. Oh. I'm sorry, Sylveon. I can't Heavy Slam. That's crazy. I completely forgot about that. That's really bad for me. So I'm going to do is Max Guard. Man, I really hate Dynamax. I know it's like changes the Pokemon's weight or something and that's why, but it seems like a stupid reason to me. I honestly should have seen that come in. That was very well played on my opponent's part, and they actually managed to stack spikes as well, so if I lose, fair enough. It's deserved. We'll go Toad. And Sludge Bomb. Ah. So I should have max guarded turn 1, then max quaked. I'd have gotten the boost with my special defense, easily survived, and then max guarded again, and I could have gone for game. This one's Grass Knot, for sure. This thing is sitting there screaming, I'm Grass Knot. And unfortunately, it actually outspeeds my team, so... T-Bolt against a ground team? I'm going to go ahead and assume that was misclick. Or is it like Cheek Pouch's set that has nothing to attack me with? Protect, Toxic, Thunderbolt, Nuzzle maybe? Interesting. I mean, stuff like Tapu Bulu is still a massive threat to me. Savali Fairy is honestly a pretty big threat to me too. Yeah, multi-attack is just going to KO me easily. But I feel like Rhydon should live. Very defensive, and we can Toxic here. If this is their fastest Pokemon, it's pretty good for me. We should live this. We should live multi-attack. I feel convincingly enough. I mean, you can get all the extra speed you want. Okay, nice. As it turns out, Earthquake probably would have 2-hit KO'd. Wow, even at +2, multi-attack really did not do too much. Ahahaha! They have Zacian. That thing is going to straight up murder me. This is not good. Maybe Groudon lives and Precipice Blades should kill. Of course, assuming it lands. Well, Precipice Blades will kill. The question is, will I live? I think yes is the answer I should. It has a lot of HP, a lot of defense. Oh, this thing's already level 62. Yeah, I should live. I can't believe this menace is allowed in any format at all, outside of Anything Goes. Please land Precipice Blades. Nice. So assuming something like Seismitoad outspeeds the last Pokemon, it's Mimikyu. I don't outspeed, but this should not be able to win a KO me. Potentially not even 2-hit KO me. As I said, Groudon is very bulky. If they're Life Orb, maybe. If they crit, definitely. Nice. GG. So that game was way, way, way closer than it should have been. After my +60 licks, I still managed to pull it off, but I just need to remember to play much more carefully around Dynamax, my opponents. So let's look for another game. Like, I understand why Dynamax blocks weight moves like Grass Knot would be just become so much stronger, but I feel like they should still work. It should be like a niche counter to them, but that's my thoughts. GLHF. So we have Mono Grass. The question is, are they Ghost or Ground? Ideally, obviously, I want them to be Ground, but I think I should keep my Shift Tree healthy in case they're Ghost. Let's go into Tangrowth here. I don't think there's too much cool I can do to damage this. We'll Leech. Knockoff is also not a bad play. So if they're Ground, Dragon Dance Flapple is amazing. Shift Tree is very good too, especially after I get a Chlorophyll up. Venusaur, it's pretty good. Can be quite annoying. If they're Ghost, I definitely have to keep Shift Tree healthy. And again, Flapple can still be very good, so... They are Ghost. Good to know. Are they Toxic? I feel like they're not. I'm going to knock off here. If I can just start knocking everything. And Tangrowth can regen out anyway. I have a pretty good regen core in just Tangrowth and Amoonguss. So I'm pretty happy with that combination. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, the Wisp. Not the end of the world. It does weaken my knockoff significantly. But I can still just Leech Seed them and regen infinitely with Amoonguss potentially. So because they are Ghost, I definitely have to keep my Shiftry healthy. Yes, give me Mimikyu early. Perfect. I was thinking the main issue I have for Shiftry would be a Mimikyu, but they seem to want to give it to me early, and I'm completely okay with that. No, Tangrowth, don't miss. Don't do this to me, buddy. I mean, either way, they have to take Rocky Helmet chip here. Oh, they end up missing too. Perfect. Quite ideal for me. So, I'm just going to go ahead and knock off their Life Orb in case they are. Rage Quit, sorry. No problem. I appreciate someone admitting they're rage quitting. So we're up to 1264. Not bad. Let's see if we can get to 1300 this episode. I don't know how long the series is going to take. Maybe like 4 or 5 episodes. GLHF. Okay, we're Mono Rock against either Ice or Electric. It would be great if it was Ice. I don't think I want to throw my Aerodactyl just yet because Hone Claw's dual wound beat is insanely good. I guess Lunatone doesn't have too much on offer, so let's go to Lunatone here. Especially the Tri-Wisp. They nasty plot in the face of a rock type. Daring. Good play. So I guess we just Psychic here. Why does Lunatone learn nasty plot? What's it plotting? It's just a moon. Maybe it's like the moon from Majora's Mask. That looks like a good nasty plot. Okay. We can get Nihilego in here and click Power Gem. Even if they are electric, a +1 Nihilego is quite scary for my opponent. Yes, we got the plus special attack too. I'm actually not sure if it defaults to special attack because it's first in the list, or is it random between special attack and special defense. Okay, they are electric. And this is Light Ball. Will Volt Tackle kill me? Probably, is the answer. Let's try and... Ooh, do I max Rockfall? It will KO. The question is, do I die to this? It's Surf. Okay, never mind. I survive. So this gets me my plus special defense and plus special attack, which is really good for me. Now this thing is extremely tough to take down, with a massive HP stat and massive special defense. Draco Zolt. We will just max Rockfall again. It's probably like max Quake, and it does not KO unfortunately. Yes indeed it's max Quake. But I can confirm it's not Sand Rush, which is good to know. So all we need to do is try outspeed this, which we can with Aerodactyl. And we'll just go straight for an Earthquake here. So unfortunately, because it's electric, it makes my Aerodactyl and my Amistar much worse. And Cloyster. Sorry, Corsola actually. So it's pretty much just Gigalith, who might have to carry me through the rest of the game. Though Aerodactyl is fast, so I could potentially outspeed the rest of their team. With the Sand as well, I might be pretty well off. So let's see how this turns out. Zero Aura outspeeds me by 1 point. That is unfortunate. Ooh, I feel like Corsola probably... I'll have to sack this. A critical hit. Life Orb, yeah. Corsola probably doesn't live this. How unfortunate. We'll try Scald Burn. That does a lot. Come on, Burn. Burn would be so ideal right now. Nope, no Burn. Unfortunate. But they do die to Life Orb. And Rocky Helmet. So I guess Corsola did his job. The question is Gigalith enough to take down 2 other Pokemon? Galvantula. Is this Giga Drain? It's probably Giga Drain. Sticky Web. Okay. We take those. Emolga. We should be able to live this quite easily. Nice. GG. So Amistar would have easily died to these two. But the Sticky Web didn't affect me too much. 1287, okay. One more win. Should put us at 1300. So let's go for the last win. Mono Water against preferably Dragon. Yes, Dragon. Cool. Choice Band Flapple is strong here. Kingdra, it could be okay. Maybe if they try to get up Rain, Kingdra could be pretty nice. We're gonna try Toxic this turn 1. In case it's like sub Calm Mind. I do not want to deal with this. Is it Calm Mind Rest though? That would really suck if it was. Let's get some cheeky rocks too. I guess if it's Calm Mind Rest, I can potentially try get in my Flapple. I'm pretty sure Grav Apple will just KO it straight up. Ice Beam. Ooh, that did a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That was threatening. We got this Spadef drop. So we're gonna go for a Draco here. Bit of chip. Now part of me wants to try swap out in case it's rest, but I guess we'll sack Dialga here. Okay. That thing's a pretty big threat taking care of turn 1, or early on, so... If they're water, I'm going to go into Goodra. Perfect. This should KO. Wow, that thing is bulky. And they defog away my rocks, unfortunately. Okay. As long as they keep giving me answers to Flapple. Basculin is such a funny Pokemon. I'm really glad they gave it some love with the new regional form, Basculegion. I've always been a fan of Basculin, just a little bass. Going about its own business. First impression, okay, it kills. It probably shouldn't kill, but I was wrong, it kills. That is great to know for Flapple, because first impression is going to be really strong against me. Let's just Hurricane here. I feel like that's Choice Banded. To KO Gastrodon or Gudra. That thing's pretty bulky. Wow, that did nothing. Oh, it's not stab, that's why. That makes sense. Okay, this thing's a threat. So unfortunately, I'm actually gonna have to waste my Dynamax here quite early. And the reason for that, if it Shell Smashes, it outspeeds and could potentially win the game. So I need the Swift Swim boost very badly. Also, the Max Geyser was neutral damage anyway. So I think it was definitely worth doing there. And Golisopod has to choose between First Impressioning, which I believe won't KO, or having to Dynamax itself, and I should be able to waste the Dynamax turns. Okay, pretty good damage. Respectable damage. Considering Max Flutterby did nothing. We'll just Hurricane here. So we managed to waste out 2 turns of Dynamax. Pretty good. I'm gonna go into Flapple. Just U-turn. Probably a risky idea because I could miss with Hustle. What's more expendable? Reshiram, I think. Because we do take neutral damage to water. And now Blue Fair should be able to KO. Nice. GG. So that puts me at 13-13. Pretty good stopping point for episode 1, so that was really fun to record. Hopefully you enjoyed watching some Mono Randoms. As I said earlier, it's very easy for me to record this. It doesn't require too much forethought or planning out like a lot of my teams. I do go through a lot of work testing them and stuff, so this is just nice and easy when I'm busy. If you did enjoy, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I really do appreciate that. Leaving a like, a subscribe, or sharing this with a friend really helps me out as a small creator. It does not go unnoticed. and it really does mean a lot to me. So with that, apologies for the late upload this week. Hopefully I'll be back next week with more Natdex monos, if the time allows it, and I'll catch you next time, everyone. Take care, have a great day.